I feel like that's what's lacking in a lot of households.
Real. How you feel about
I mean, I can agree with that. At the same time, we dealing with a totally different generation of kids. These kids are extremely stubborn.
Yeah.
So, like I said, prior episode, too soft. We trying so hard not to traumatize our children.
Yeah.
By spanking them and things of that nature.
Facts.
But some of these kids need their ass beat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
not going as far as the education system goes. A lot of us rely too heavily on the teachers to discipline our children. We rely too heavily on the outside world to discipline our children. They looking at us like we soft because we're protecting them in situations where they shouldn't be being defended.
Facts.
So they think it's okay to act in the manner that they do, and then we exposing them to the wrong music. We're allowing them to listen to the wrong artists. But when I was younger, we couldn't even listen to Boys to Men. My mother, if it was what they call it secular music, we could not listen to it. And it ain't like we went to church every Sunday.
Boy,
we just couldn't. We used to sneak and listen to the box back in the day. So I just feel like a lot of those values that went out the window that we were trying not to expose our kids to, we need to pick some of them shits back up. Because it helped mold us into we at least decent humans, most of us. Like we may not be perfect. We may have not understood why our parents were so aggressive because they was overstimulated. And they were trying to discipline us as well as keep their own minds balanced. And we need to really recognize that they were doing their best and not punish our children because our parents disciplined us properly. They disciplined us properly. My neighbors used to be able to beat my ass. If I'm outside doing some bullshit, my neighbors used to be able to check me and then come to my mother like, yo.
Yeah, because majority of our neighborhoods was, especially with the parents, they were our parents. So they were able to parent us as well as our parents was able to.
Like that's auntie and uncle.
You had no loopholes as a kid trying to get over, like my parent in here, so I could act this way. Nah, it's everybody else seeing you. Like,
as far as I'm concerned, you gonna send your kids to my house, if I can't say nothing to them, don't send them over here.
Real talk.
I don't care how they act at your house.
That's how I feel.
Hey yo, and go through your kids' phone.
Yes.
Go through their phone, be all up in their business or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them no leeway to feel like they grown. You know what I mean? Because listen, social media nowadays. Listen, that shit, it's a lot going on with that. You know what I mean? You got online bullying, you got online sexual predators, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So go through your kids' phone, man. Make sure that they on the up and up, man.
And stop letting them sit on the game all day.
That part.
Not all day.
Yeah.
It's
that
cute,
part,
it's fun. They, you know what I'm saying? They want to be a streamer. You definitely feed into their desires.
Yeah.
But you need to also teach them that there's a real world outside and they have other things they need to focus on.
I would say two things. One, I agree with the exposure, but I would say not only in music but in life in general, there's a lot of kids being exposed to a lot of things that they shouldn't see or do, and that would cause a lot of mental type situations with kids growing up too. And I also would say is I think a lot of parenting. A lot of people that have kids or whatever, some they have their reason. Maybe they too busy, or maybe they got too much. You shouldn't be too busy to be able to make sure you raise your kids. But people have they feel like they got their reasons on different perspective of things. But I feel like a lot of parents they just think it's just the same standard thing into raising kids as make sure they eat. Make sure they go to school. Make sure they go to school and buy them clothes.
Yeah.
That's
it's way more to it than that.
Yeah. It's way more like, you got to really mentally get involved with your child. I mean, you got to talk to them. If something is not right and you see that, you got to sit down and have a conversation. Get into your child mental state. Understanding what is going on with him or her. Like you might not understand it the first time you do it, but that's why it's a fight for your kid. You got to continue to do it till you get down to the point. Oh, that's how you feeling. That's what it is. But that takes more time.
You got more stuff. Out, you made this human. You got to help build that.
That's what I'm saying. Some people they make those times.
Like right now, I'm teaching my kids how to pray. Yeah. I'm not saying everybody has to be religious because I'm not really a religious person per se, but I am a spiritual person.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's really important for them to have some sort of guideline, some way to at least meditate and calm down. And realize that there's something bigger than them. The world is bigger than you. Even if you just want to teach them that you're not, if you're an atheist and you feel like there's just science and it's just the world is still bigger than them.
You
need to teach them that you are not bigger than everything around you. Because these kids, a lot of them think that way, and they out here wreaking havoc on the world.
And on the side on that is, what you say is 100% right, because that's why a lot of them feel like, oh, it happened to them, but it ain't gonna happen to me.
Exactly, because I'm bigger. They really don't. They think they're.
That's real. That's real rap. I wanna before we wrap this up, I wanna say as far as the exposure part. See, I'm with it halfway, because I feel like enough exposure can teach a lesson.
You have to teach it though.
Like as far as like my son and everything. There's no hold bars with my son. I let him know where I come from, where I was at. I let him know this and that and this, or whatever. But I also give him a lesson behind this and that and that and this. So enough exposure, cool. But I'm not now. Where I agree with you is, I'm not about to, just because I grew up in this area and I seen this, I'm not about to take my son to no crack house, because that's
don't
what.
Take him to the hood. Don't have him on the block.
Yeah. I ain't doing all
that. That right there is, your exposure is a different type of exposure, and let me explain on that. The reason why I'm saying that is that you got parents that are exposed, but they, participate.
They lack the competence to shelter them from and educate
like
them
you
more.
Said, that you educate, you exposing to give knowledge, but you're not participating. It's only for knowledge.
Correct.
Some of them.
Last thing though, I heard somebody say, it was a quote, I don't know who said it. It was a video I was watching just today, earlier. And the man said, you wondering why it's a bunch of retards out here. Because it's retards raising retards. I saw that. And like you're expecting something to come out of, something better to come out of something that never had a strong foundation. You never had a solid education yourself. How you going to teach somebody else?
I saved that video. I know exactly what you're talking about. I saved that video. And what's next? What's next, my boy?
We're gonna get into a little, just to lighten the move and a little something funny.
Lighten the move, my boy.
Can you fight a LBGQ?
Listen, no disrespect to all the letters in the world, right?
It's I have a hard time saying that, just I don't really be focused on it like that.
Listen, no disrespect to y'all, but y'all got mad stuff going on. They got binary, non-binary. Then they got him, her, he. Like, they got. For more clips, make sure you visit the YouTube channel at DSTV103 for the full video, man. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at DSTV103, man. You already